Amid these fears of cross-voting, we're learning that two of the MLAs from the Samajwadi Party who were cross-voting are from Amethi. We're just going to bring you more context, but we're bringing you these numbers. Why Amethi in particular has been in focus over the last few weeks, you will remember. But we're just going to bring you more context on these developments. Remember, these fears have abounded since late last night when Samajwadi Party leaders, 8, were missing from the dinner that took place for exactly this purpose. Let's go over to our colleague Pallavi to understand more on these developments. Pallavi, first provide us context on this breaking, then we'll come to you with further questions.
You know, Toya, Rajya Sabha elections are often seen quite lightly in comparison to that of Lok Sabha because they're considered to be indirect elections. But over the time, the Rajya Sabha elections have come to have a very important political significance. And when you are on the threshold of Lok Sabha elections, what happens in the Rajya Sabha elections becomes doubly important. What has very clearly emerged now is cracks within the Samajwadi Party, cracks in the opposition. You may be stitching alliance. This is a huge setback ahead of the fact that just a few days back, the SP and the Congress were euphoric over the fact that they have finally been able to come some kind of a seat sharing arrangement. What's the point of the seat sharing arrangement if the workers on the ground are not with you, if they are not in sync with the idea of seat sharing? This is very well borne out by the fact that there has been a tremendous amount of cross voting which has now been reported from the Rajya Sabha elections which are taking place in UP. The biggest blow, of course, has been given to a Samajwadi Party. The news which we are now getting confirmed is that 2 of the MLAs who have cross-voted from the SP are MLAs from Amethi. That will have important repercussions because one of the smoothest seat sharings has been in Amethi and Raebareli. The Congress plans to field one of the Gandhi siblings, possibly either Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Smriti Irani, the giant killer of the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, is expected to contest from Amethi. So she'll take on the Gandhi siblings once again. Now, if your party MLAs are abandoning you on the ground, the SP and the Congress may not be able to muster that kind of a support to ensure that this time round the Congress is lucky in trying to win Amethi. And that's the significance of this news which has just emerged.
Okay, Pallavi, we'll come to you with another question. Then we'll go to our on-ground reporters. Pallavi, in UP there are 10 seats and 11 candidates. So we knew to some degree that the stage was set for these kind of dramatic developments. The fears of cross-voting very much abounded over the last few hours. Can you tell our audiences, if the Samajwadi Party knew there was this fear, where did their management go wrong, or is it too early to take that analysis right now?
Well, I mean, frankly speaking, Toya, there's really not much you can do. I mean, cross-votings have often taken place in Rajya Sabha elections. Why that? I mean, even over here inside Parliament, on important bills, there have been evidence of when cross-voting has taken place. There is this fear factor, which also explains why in the case of Karnataka, the Chief Minister was in a huddle with all the Congress MLAs, keeping the flock together because he was worried that even one vote should not go to the kitty of the BJP. Same is a concern in Himachal Pradesh. And in UP, doubly so, where you are seeing opposition parties almost crumbling brick by brick. The BJP is very, very powerful over there. The SP has been facing an exodus. Many of the MPs, many of the leaders have switched over to cross the BJP. BSP also has seen that exodus, and certainly the Congress has. And in fact, I think this fear was very much there, which perhaps explains why that dinner was held yesterday. And the first indication which went in is that when 8 of those MLAs from the Samajwadi Party decided to skip that dinner party, I think that is when Akhilesh Yadav understood that things could go wrong today. So what is unveiling today, I wouldn't say it's much of a surprise given the fact that many of those MLAs were missing yesterday.
Okay, Pallavi, we'll come back to you to ask you about Himachal Pradesh, the 3rd state. Right now, let's go over to the 2nd state. My colleague Akshara joining us live from outside the Vidhan Sabha. So we're taking you, as you can guess, probably down south to Karnataka. Akshara, on Monday in Karnataka, Congress MLAs moved to a private hotel in Bengaluru. The party held a party meeting and a round of mock voting was actually done. Obviously, in Karnataka, 4 Rajya Sabha seats, but 5 candidates. Bring us the context. Tell us what's playing out there.
Well, yes, absolutely. The seats are 4 and the candidates are 5 candidates. 3 candidates from the Congress and one candidate from the...
We can hear you, Akshara. Do go ahead. Okay, we'll try to re-establish our connection with my colleague Akshara. I believe we may have lost our line for just a second. Let's go back to our colleague Pallavi to understand more. We promised to take you to the third state. We'll do that right now. Let's go over to our colleague Pallavi. Pallavi, in Himachal Pradesh, it's just one seat, but the Congress having put Abhishek Manu Singhvi as their candidate, and that's seemingly causing rifts within the Congress party. Some have framed the BJP's candidature, the BJP putting up a candidate, as them trying to take advantage of those rifts in the Congress. Would you agree with that analysis?
Well, Toya, it did come as a huge surprise when on the last day of filing nomination, Harsh Mahajan was fielded by the BJP as a Rajya Sabha candidate. Just very quickly to give a background of Harsh Mahajan, he was very close to Vidhan Singh. In fact, he was called the Ahmed Patel of Himachal Pradesh. He joined the BJP. Pratibha Singh and Vikramaditya Singh, the wife and the son, they've not had a very happy situation given the present circumstances. In fact, Pratibha Singh wanted to become the Chief Minister, but she was placated by the Gandhi family to opt out of the race. So this is going to be the insider versus outsider debate which is going to take place in the Himachal Rajya Sabha elections. Abhishek Singhvi is going to be touted as an outsider, Harsh Mahajan as someone who's a Himachali. And why is it that Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu is backing someone who's not from Himachal Pradesh? Now, even though the numbers are very comfortable in favor of the Congress party, and should Abhishek Manu Singhvi win from Himachal Pradesh, but at a later date, as we move towards the Lok Sabha elections, Toya, when the Lok Sabha seats will be up for grabs, at that point of time, the BJP is bound to come out with this narrative on ground zero that look at the Congress party, look at the Chief Minister. He actually batted for someone who was not from the state. Right. So this is a party which is selling away the dreams of the people of Himachal Pradesh.